Hello and welcome to Lynchburg Live. I'm your host, Linda Smith. If you're building a home or renovating an existing kitchen or bath, I'm convinced that your first stop should be an appointment with a kitchen designer. My guest tonight is Tom Lange, kitchen designer for Lowe's in Madison Heights. Tom also is the designer who made it possible for me to finally have my dream kitchen. Tom, welcome to Lynchburg Live.
Well, thank you very much for having me this evening.
Delighted to have you. Could you, as we get started, will you just briefly tell us what your job is involved with as a kitchen designer?
Well, I assist customers in the selection of designing cabinetry for their home, mainly in the kitchen, but we also do bathrooms, bars, entertainment centers, and other office areas.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been designing for about 12 years. I started in the kitchen cabinet industry about 20 years ago, but as far as retail sales, I've been designing and working with people about 12 years.
Have you been with Lowe's this whole time?
No, I haven't. I've been with Lowe's off and on, about 6 years in either place. I worked in Timberlake and I also work in Madison Heights, both of those Lowe's.
What made you decide to get into kitchen design? You do a wonderful job, by the way.
Well, a long time ago when I was in high school, I had a drafting and design course. I did a lot of it. I did some designing back then, just in the coursework. But my dad had a wood shop, and I really did enjoy working with wood quite a bit. So basically started whenever I was little.
Right. And so you sort of had this in your blood anyway.
Oh, for a long time, yes, ma'am.
All right. While this becomes or starts out primarily as a cabinet design, it can really sort of blossom into a total kitchen renovation.
Oh, sure it can. It can go all the way from floors to paint to backsplashes to cabinets, the whole 9 yards. You can do everything there.
Now, I know that you have a project designer, but you also, a project manager. Coordinator, but you also seem to coordinate with the other departments.
Yes, ma'am. What we do, we're so involved with each other. Once I meet a customer and we want to do, say, a floor, the customer and I will walk down to the flooring department. We'll meet with the specialist down there, and we'll continue on. If we had to go do paint, we'll walk down to the paint department. Everybody in that store, we all work together. We all try to help a customer out so that the complete job is done at the store with the customer's satisfaction. That's what the main thing is at the end.
I found that so helpful because we could take a cabinet door and go over to floors and see what would go with it. And, I just think that the way you all handle this, it makes it a seamless project for the person who is the purchasing person.
And vice versa as well. We can bring paint and everything back to our department and kind of blend it all together, do like a storyboard.
I think it's cool. Now, if someone's building a home, planning a major kitchen renovation, what would be the first step that they should take? Know that you've got some money.
That's right. Decide what they want, not really what they want to do, but get some ideas. Go through magazines, cut out pictures, cut out different things that they like. Start a little portfolio of your own, and just come in, talk to a designer, talk to me, and just go through the whole 9 yards. Just kind of figure out what you're looking for, how far you really want to go, and what you want involved.
All right, after they come to you, what's the first thing you do after sitting down and talking with these people and they say, yes, I want to do this?
Well, we'll do a design. We'll open up the computer. We'll get measurements. If a customer brings in the measurements, that's even better. That way I don't have to stop and we don't have to go back out to the home, do measurements, and then come back to the store. Once we have our measurements, we do a computer-aided design in the computer. We lay out the walls and build the kitchen, starting with the refrigerator, stove, start with the appliances, put the windows in, doors, and it all just kind of comes together. Customers sitting there with me telling me what they like.
Right.
If you like this, if you like that. If you don't, that's fine. Everything is able to be changed.
And you do try to incorporate their wishes. Most everything they tell you you do that.
Well, everything can't be done.
Right.
Because you can have a kitchen in there that is small, but yet a customer wants 9,000 different things.
Right.
But you can only put so much in there.
Tell me what you do if you have a customer that's doing something that you know is the biggest mistake that they've ever made in their life. How do you handle that and still give them direction?
Well, it's really hard to do. Some people will not want to hear that they are doing something wrong. Not really wrong, but something that's just kind of out of sorts with the whole kitchen. I go along with all that, and we design it the way they want to, the way a customer would really like to. If it's so glaring, they're going to see it more so than I will. No, I'm not, I know what's going on, but what I'll try to do, if after our meeting's over, I will try to go back and do a different design. And when they come back a second or a third time, and we've developed a rapport, just like you and I did, I will show them a different design. Say, hey, look, I was thinking about this while you were gone one day. What do you think about this in this light or in this aspect? It's a little different. And then you try to just do a little guiding.
Right. And you did that for me because there was a section of the kitchen that I wasn't really sure about, and you came up with I think 3 different designs, and one of them just knocked my socks off. And I said, this is what I want, no matter what we have to do. And
well, that's the beauty of a computer system, is that you can do different things, and you can bring up a 3D viewing of it. It's just like a digital camera. You can do so many different things. You don't have to settle on one thing. There's different ideas out there. Right,
and you gave me a virtual tour of several of the designs that you did of my kitchen, and I thought that was so cool.
It can be done. It's super what the computer world can do with things right now.
How many designs do you usually do for a customer, or does that depend on the customer?
It depends on the customer, but typically at least 2. Because there's more than one way always to do, well, not always, but a lot of the time there's more than one way to do something. But 2 designs, and shoot, I can do up to 7 or 8, depending on how the customer wants their room laid out, depending on whether you want to move the refrigerator or move the stove, or, depending on how intricate you really want to get into it, how involved it really would be.
And you also asked me, do I have a budget? Do you have a budget?
Yes.
So that we could be working within our budget, which we didn't do, but...
That has a tendency to happen sometimes when a person gets overwhelmed, and not really overwhelmed, but really when you really want to put in things. I do try to work within a budget for the simple reason people know what they want to spend.
Right.
And 99% of the time we can really do that, because there's so many different door species or wood species, door styles, and it's not easy to do, but it is doable.
Yep. I mean, I thought you guided me very well through that budget that didn't last very long.
Right.
All right. You do bathrooms too.
Yes.
Do you do as many bathrooms as you do kitchens? Or?
Not nearly.
Okay.
Bathrooms are fun. And you're working with a small space, and there are a lot of different codes and guidelines, a little more so than there are in the kitchen, but they are fun. You can, if a customer really wants to let them go, you can. You can really do a lot of different neat things.
Great. And you also, if you have a disabled customer, are you able to design a kitchen with their disability in mind?
I sure can. We work with the NKBA guidelines. They're guidelines to help us work with measurements, work with different codes. Codes and guidelines are different, but as far as the ADA requirements are concerned, we have cabinet companies that will alter their cabinets in such a way that it allows for wheelchair feet. You can slide up underneath the sinks, and you can do it in the kitchen as well.
Right. Now, this kitchen that's behind us.
Yes.
You want to talk about that for a minute?
Yes, it has basically 3 different levels in it. Way back in the corner, the customer's husband is my height. He's 6'5", and the countertop is normal kitchen height. Beside the kitchen, it drops down a few inches with where the sink is. There is an opening where the customer can roll their wheelchair up in. Across from the sink, there's another area there where the customer rolls their sink or rolls their wheelchair into the range. On the end there where the shelves are, you can see where the higher toe kick is.
Right.
And then on the back side, you have a 30-inch peninsula island eating area, and across from that, that's where the desk is. Both the eating area and the desk are the same height.
You know, I think this is certainly to your credit that you've given these people a beautiful kitchen. They don't have to do something different because she's or he is disabled.
That's correct.
But it's still a functional kitchen for these people.
Very much so. And she was just tickled to death with this. Again, there were 3 different heights, and there was all within the ADA requirements.
Great. You've brought some more pictures. And Phil, if you'll put the pictures up on the screen, Tom will tell us what they are.
Well, like I said, we do bathrooms.
Okay, and that was a bathroom?
That was a bathroom, nice big corner bathroom with a little vanity, drop-down vanity area. It's a double bathroom, male and female, most likely. This is in a new home. It wasn't purchased. It was not really a custom kitchen or a custom bathroom. This is the kitchen down at the lake. You can see the different colors. The different colors is a very unique, and
right.
If you like that, it's wonderful. This is one of my favorite kitchens that I've done. It's down on the south side, south side of the lake. This is a cherry kitchen, double oven, warming drawer, has 2 sinks in it. It's very user-friendly. There's actually another island off to the left here. So it has a eating area on that island. 2 or 3, even, well, maybe 4 people could actually get into this kitchen and move around without having any problems. Same kitchen, different view.
Right.
Actually, I'm sorry, I was well, it does have. It has a two sinks and the cooktop over in the corner. And it's unique. It does have a lot of staggering, a lot of ups and downs and ins and outs. Granite countertops. Very simple, but yet elegant. You see over on the left, you see your microwave. The cabinet above it is bumped up and pulled out, so it has a unique quality. It's not in a corner or anything like that where you're going to have problems with the swing of the microwave. Over across the way, you'll see where the refrigerator hole is. It is also bumped up. It's very user-friendly. Not a whole lot of cabinets, but it is very nice.
Right.
A bar area in a basement. It's just, customer wanted it with a nice tile backsplash. Very simple. It's got a kegerator, it's got a refrigerator, an ice maker, a sink. Basically, it's just a user-friendly bar.
That's great.
At the other end of that bar, you'll see the entertainment center.
Now, did you design that too?
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
We did both of them. We installed them both at the same time. Customer had a 60-inch widescreen that he wanted to put in the center hole there with the stereo system. Just a phenomenal, very nice entertainment area. And we go back to the bathrooms. This is one of my favorites. The customer really wanted a vessel bowl, and the countertop is an onyx cultured marble, and we lit it from up underneath. The cultured marble, it is a translucent material in this instance, and it was very unique in its own right.
Yes, it's beautiful. That's just beautiful.
Another new home. This one is in Maple. Very striking. with the mantle, little mantle over the range, which is not there, but you know, the staggering up and pulling forward, all the crown molding, you know, butts into each other. There are no conflicts with the doors, no conflicts with the molding. Makes it for a very nice, striking kitchen.
Yep.
Again, there's another view of the same kitchen shows the island. You can't, from the left-hand side of this picture, there is another room. So when you look in from the kitchen from the one room, you don't see the clutter around the sink.
But this is the beginning of my kitchen, and we have two before shots. This is what it looked like when Tom came to give me an estimate and to see what we will be working with.
And you need to notice the peninsula in this
yes.
one.
Yeah. And this is a second shot of my kitchen with the peninsula, which I got really tired of, and I think it made the kitchen so much smaller.
Mm-hmm. It made a very defining area. It didn't, you know, you could tell where the kitchen ended and started. It just is, a lot of people like it. You know, it's a good place to eat breakfast in the morning, but in your kitchen, it did make a statement. It made a very defining start and stop.
Right. And this is what Tom did with my kitchen. This is my new kitchen. Maple,
very nice. It's a glazed. It's not a glazed. It's a wiping stain on it. We took the island, or took the peninsula out, put an island in. Linda said something about cookbooks. She wanted cookbooks in there, so we put cookbook on the end of it. Made the corners angled so it would be a nice transition.
Right.
So you don't walk around and you don't bump your hips on points.
Right. And we did the whole thing. We did floors, we did appliances, we did cabinets, and
yeah, looking the other way.
Right.
The window seat. Very nice touch to the left there with the little china hutch, but we're going to put a TV there eventually. The window seats do lift up. There is storage underneath there. Very nice use of space.
Yeah. And the two cabinets on either side are pantry cabinets, and now I have all sorts of storage in that kitchen.
Mm-hmm. But this is what you can do.
Yeah.
Just another view. I don't know if anybody can see it in these pictures, but to the left and the right of the window, there is a glass windows, accents. We do have an onlay on the valance that's above the window. We put in recessed toe kicks around the island and on the cabinets below, so you don't bump your toes, or you just walk around it with ease.
Yep. And this shows to the right, Tom designed pantry cabinets on either side of the refrigerator, which gives me so much more space. And I decided to go with granite countertops. And these are craft-made cabinets.
Yes, they are.
And the craft-made people have recently started selling the granite countertops, and I couldn't be more pleased with both of those products.
Well, thank you.
And the cabinets have the soft close doors and the soft close drawers.
Which is really unique. I tell you, you told me the other day that you went to the other room and was slamming things. Yes, slamming things, and not by accident. So you're getting used to the cushion close systems in the doors and drawers.
This is just another shot across the island into the eating area, breakfast area. You
can incorporate so many things into your kitchen. In the bottom of in this island, on this end, there's a waste trash can. In the utilities at the other end, there are rollouts. We do have pots and pans drawers in this area. There are rollouts to the left of the drawer base, and to the right of the sink, that you can't see in this picture. There's a little pull-out. There's a Lazy Susan in it. It's just
I have a spice drawer or whatever that is. I guess it's a drawer, but it's the most functional kitchen, and I don't have to get down on my hands and knees anymore to find a pot way back in the back of the cabinets.
Right, and with the aging of America, all these rollouts are just wonderful things.
It has been wonderful. All right, that looks like all the pictures, and I'm delighted to have featured my kitchen in here.
Well,
you did such a wonderful job.
It's a very nice kitchen. I enjoyed working on it very much so.
You must, I'm sure you get a lot of personal satisfaction from not only the design and seeing it come together, but having customers that are really satisfied with what you've done.
After doing this for 12 years, I find that I've done so many of them. There are some of them out there that really stand out, and I really do take ownership of these. I feel like I need to put myself in your position while I'm designing.
Right.
And then when it's all said and done, I feel like, oh my, that's beautiful. I'm glad I did this one. And I just get so much satisfaction out of finishing a kitchen, and when a customer says they love what I've done.
And you told me early on, before we started this, that it was going to be difficult for this length of time, you know, to live without a kitchen, a functioning kitchen. And it has been difficult, but not to the point that I lost my enthusiasm for this project. So
well, at the beginning of a project, we have a little disc, a little DVD that we give a customer saying that you're going to go through a hair loss. You're going to want to pull your hair out. I kind of liken it to a love-hate-love relationship. You love going through it, you love designing, you love looking at the pictures and putting all this stuff together and doing the design. It's a lot of fun. The difficulty is right in the middle when you start tearing out cabinets.
Right.
It takes about 4 weeks from point of order till when the cabinets are ready to come to your home. In that beginning, you start emptying your cabinets out. You start cluttering up your house. You take the cabinets out, then your walls look terrible. It's just a mess. But you look forward.
Right.
You look forward to the cabinets getting there. And then at that point in time, when you're washing your dishes in the bathtub,
right.
You say, why did I do this? Why did I let Tom talk me into this? I swear I'm never going to talk to this guy again. The cabinets start going in. Then you start looking at these cabinets and you shut the doors and it's like, oh, isn't that great?
And yeah, you really do.
And then you start, oh, this is going to be all right. And then the time frame comes around with the solid surface top. You have a little bit of time wait there from the time they're put in till the time they're templated till the time that the countertop gets put on. When you're just still in limbo again, but when it's all said and done, the love comes back. Yeah. And I do enjoy talking to the customer afterwards, and I like hearing, oh, you know, you were right. It's a very rewarding job.
You know, to me, I've heard of people who try to contract out their kitchens themselves and coordinate contractors, and you know, that just was not for me at all. I thought you all did such a good job. I didn't have to worry about plumbers, electricians, any of those people. We
have an installation coordinator, and she does a phenomenal job. She keeps up with time frames. She keeps up with when things are going to happen, keeps in constant contact with our customers so that you're not left out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes things drag on a little bit, but if Adrian will do a wonderful job keeping in touch. I recommend the customer letting Lowe's do their job for them, because if there's a headache, let us take the headache.
Right.
We will do everything in our power to make sure that you are done and done correctly. And
she made Spot just drop in to check on the project along the way. She's done that, and I think that shows that you all, you know, really care about doing a good job for your customer.
Right. Well, we're a big company, but yet we are our own identity. I mean, I really like this store, and the store does a wonderful job, and we have some of the best installers that's a personal opinion, but I think we have a really great crew.
You do. We couldn't have been happier with the installers for the floor and the cabinets and the tile. Some of the things that both of those people have done are really works of art.
Most definitely.
All right, Tom, we have not a whole lot of time left, but can you tell me what this job has been like for you? What does it mean to you to do this? Is it
what, your particular job or
no,
my job at
your
Lowe's?
job just generally at Lowe's?
Well, I get a big satisfaction. Like I said, I did do drafting and design when I was in high school, and I enjoyed that. I went a different way of life till I was 30, but I got back into it and just creating, just being a creator and helping a customer realize one of their dreams in their kitchen is so gratifying to me. I do enjoy it. It's the design part of it is the best part in the world.
You know, I don't think it would come off so well if you didn't have that feeling about your job and what you do. Is there a website that people may go to? Does Lowe's have a website?
Well, it's just a Lowe's.com.
Okay.
And you can actually explore all the different vendors for the special order cabinetry there. And each of our vendors does have their own website. So you can go to all of those and just, come to Lowe's. Look at our magazines. Enjoy the atmosphere. Come talk to us. Everything, I tell most of my customers, everything's free until you want to make a commitment.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, it's been a wonderful experience for me, and I thank you so much for being on the show and coming and just telling people that they don't have to be their own contractor, that they can just step into this project and have everything taken care of for them. All right.
Thank you
again. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show and that we've answered some questions that you might have had about kitchen design. My next show will feature Freedom 424. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.